Thanks for staying with us. We're still reviewing Punch. Back here, the story.
Yes, so motorists were stranded on Wednesday on the Lagos-Ibadan expressway as buyers and sellers of livestock at the Kara market blocked sections of the road, causing a massive traffic jam.
There's no money. There's no money.
They said if you going, those going met traffic till after the market, and those coming met traffic.
Free, coming and
you know, so
don't forget that the market is usually flooded at this time.
They said yes.
But there's no money. There's band-aid.
They talked about the flooding.
Yes.
But they said passengers will just stop.
Wait, did the flood bring the market out?
They were displaying the goats on the road.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Was
it the flood that pushed the market out, or just because they wanted to sell their market?
That's how it is every year. So what surprised me was stranded motorists, however, criticized the government for permitting the traders to disrupt traffic.
It's the government that permitted them. They
traffic
take
flow,
advantage.
especially when expressway is typically congested during festive periods. And I'm wondering, what concern government with this one right now?
It's just reasoning. You as a person should...
Well, that's what concern government, because you put people who are supposed to enforce the law to make sure that you don't move.
Sometimes
the Kara market is as old as Kara.
Okay.
What is Governor of Ogun State doing to create a proper place for them away from that slum and the road? They've always been there.
Well, the proper parking.
They've always been a problem, whether inside season or outside season.
If somebody pause...
just move the market. They are moving the Alaba market now.
The children have been able to get on the express.
Sometimes we need to self-regulate ourselves. Not every time that law enforcement have to be there. You're right. You're right. They should probably have created
some kind of... If it continues to be a problem as a governor, you have to be foresighted and do something.
Either create a parking space for people to park so that you can actually engage.
But you have to also be
there to enforce it. People just park anyhow. Because
it's not our hot topic.
It is us. You know, it's us that become government. And when we get there, it's what government is doing that we do, because we are just like them.
Exactly. Government, now you're entering.
No, I'm not entering.
You're gradually entering my area.
I can never be.
All right. Which are we done with Punch?
You think she's calling you to a cult?
Vanguard. You are coming to my area that says we the people are also just as complicit as
we the people become government people. And when we become government, we'll be doing what government people are doing. So government people, that's what they are doing, and we are copying them.
Vanguard.
They are like them.
Vanguard. Democracy, the eminent citizens, elder statesmen chart the way forward. Eagle Square slips. Tinubu not Superman, says presidency. Why I support full local government autonomy, says Governor Abdul Razak. Labour rejects Tinubu's claim of minimum wage agreement. Why 1 trillion naira is needed to fund legacy projects, says NDDC. Lukman says APC can no longer win election without rigging. And Nigeria's crude oil production dropped to 1.25 million barrels per day in May, says OPEC.
So we have the governor of Kwara State, who has thrown his weight behind full autonomy for local government in the country, saying it will definitely reduce burden that is being shouldered by state government. And then he gave his own personal opinion. He says his personal belief is that each local government should manage its resources and be responsible for its obligations, including wages that are first-line charges. He also believed that state governors should not be held liable if any local government is unable to pay salaries, since we do not touch a kobo of their money. And he says that in his own administration, they don't have any joint project accounts with any local government in their state. And he compared it with the previous administration in the state. And he says, personally, this is not something that he does. But that his personal belief is not necessarily the same as, what the Constitution states. So the Constitution, we have what they call the Joint Account Allocations Committee, which allows for that collaboration with state and local government. But he thinks that it should be fully autonomous. They should do their thing while the state should do theirs, and then, be accountable for your own responsibilities. So, that is his own personal belief, and he hopes that this is something that... So he's not among the state government. Federal government is in court with state government. He's not part of them.
I'm not among. The NDDC story, so the Director Corporate Affairs of the NDDC, Pius Ogakpoteni, was defending the 1.9 trillion, which is their budget allocation before the Senate, and he was saying that the NDDC needs that for a 1,006 legacy project spread across the NDDC states, which includes roads, bridges, electricity projects, school buildings, hospitals, shore protection, and reclamation, among others. And he went on and on. The story plenty, but for me, I'm just wondering, is NDDC really, truly establishing any legacy projects? Are they really building strong quality projects? Who is auditing these amounts of money? That's his chap.
Okay, so yesterday at the Eagle Square, the video went viral of our president's slip when he was trying to get on the vehicle for the parade. So the presidency has said that the president's fall, he's human like others, according to the presidency. He said the president was just as human as everybody else. Special advisor to the president on information, Mr. Bayo Ononuga, said that the president was not a superman. The president apparently missed a step, falling while climbing the special parade vehicle for the inspection of the guards during the June 12th anniversary. However, he quickly got up and continued with his assignments without any problem. But the incident obviously happened during a live telecast and obviously went viral, and many people were posting it on social media, and others started posting videos of various presidents across the world that have slipped in different capacities. They said Obama had slipped while they been, and so many other people were mentioned who had slipped, and it wasn't a big deal. But I was really happy that I thought, because he hit his chin, I thought I saw the chin was hurt. So I was really happy to see that he got up and he continued with the parade. So I'm hoping that there's no...
I also like the way he handled it.
After
event where he made,
jovial.
you know, where he made a joke out of it.
Yeah.
Usually, and that's a life lesson, you know, for a lot of us. Don't be
I
too
like the fact
embarrassed.
that Peter Obi and Atiku sent their...
Yes.
You know, I thought that was...
I thought
I
that...
think Atiku's PR was a bit...
No, Atiku did it almost immediately, which I thought was decent.
He did immediately. Did you read it?
Yeah.
How did you see what he was saying?
I can't even remember what he
That was
said.
sarcastic.
Oh,
But Peter Obi was...
yeah.
Okay, moving on now to the
Like
Nigerian...
positive energy.
We need the energy. Yes, Nigeria needs positivity right now.
BC, positive energy.
The Nigerian Tribune, Nigeria needs new constitution, Anyoku, Nwachukwu, others say. Restructuring, Nwodo, Wabara, lead 20-man on Hanese committee to articulate Igbo's position. 2024 Hajj, over 1.5 million foreign pilgrims arrive Saudi Arabia. Our democracy declining because it's not from cultural experiences, says Kuka. Police arrest 31-year-old man with 8 human skulls in Ondo. World Bank Trade Ministry partner NSC to tackle multiple inspection order ports. Okay, which story?
So, are you ready?
Go.
I was going to take the story of the 31-year-old man who was found with 8 human skulls. He said apparently they were in a bus, and the police stopped the bus for just a regular, and then he got down and started to run. So they chased after him, caught him, and when they opened his sack, he had a sack, Gary sack, they found 8 human skulls and some flesh.
What?
And yeah, and he said that his mother was ill, that he was in the business because of his to treat his ailing mother. He said he used to be in the palm oil business, but finds trading with human skulls more lucrative.
Wait, so sir.
They say the graveyard. He said he goes to the graveyard and then decapitates the bodies and sells them. He says he buys them at the rate of 20,000 and sells them for between 30 and 35,000 to herbalists. He said, I don't know what you can say in this kind
horrible.
of
Yes.
situation.
Terrible.
But there's a market for it. That's why they're doing.
Yes, there's demand.
Yes.
Both local and international.
What are they using them for?
I heard they are using it, but even internationally, organ harvesting, trying to...
Remember that guy that I
Organ
sent you the
harvesting
video?
is from real life human
Yes.
beings, but you're going to the grave to dig up bodies.
Well, okay.
Like, why?
His own is not harvesting. His own is
digging up.
I resent that they call them herbalists. They're not herbalists. They are juju people. There's a name for them. They're not good. Voodoo. It's more like voodoo. It's not.
Well, let me take another story.
Herbal.
Black magic.
No.
Herbal is
it's
the
white
one that
magic.
handles the leaves. And, okay, let's talk about Ohaneze Ndigbo have set up a 20-man committee to articulate a unified position of the Igbos on the restructuring of the country. I think this is very, very crucial. The former Enugu State Governor, Dr. Okwesilieze Nwodo, and former President of the Senate, Senator Adolphus Wabara, are at the head of the committee unveiled on Wednesday. Quite a number of illustrious sons of the Southeast are there. We have people like Senator Ben Obi, Senator Julius Ocha, Mr. Dan Nwanyawu, Professor Epiphany Azingi, so many others. And this committee are going to sit down together and are going to articulate, which I think is what people have been saying, that there's no one voice coming from the Southeast. So this 20-man committee will come together, and they've inaugurated the committee already, and the idea really is to come with a unified position on what restructuring means to the Southeast, which I'm really happy about.
So the Minister for Trade and Investment was represented by, let me get a Ministry of Trade and Investment, was represented by the Director, Assistant Director in the Office of the Ministry, Dr. Brenda Masundwagube, at the Enhanced Trade, National Trade Facilitation Committee meeting with the World Bank representation at the Nigerian Shippers Council in Lagos, where they advanced calls for a better, harmonized, standardized, and simplified trading processes and procedures. And they were saying this is very important to be done, as you know, it is even more important for small and medium-scale enterprises who are looking to export, to have a working environment, a more friendly environment to do business. And so the congestions and all the multiple points at the ports should be handled by Shippers Council.
Okay, that's all we can take on Front Page Review. When we come back, we're on to our talk for today, and we'll bring in our special guest co-host. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.